Maybe even like throw in a breathalyzer night.
I love that one. Let's see if I can't get up past a fucking 0.2, baby. Talk about puking this week, and I'll be fucking heading the trough at Wrigley, just fucking. Look to my left, see a dong. Look to my right, see a dong. Back in the saddles for another one, episode 175. It is a Tuesday. It is bright and sunny and 80 degrees outside, and we're back to talk Pittsburgh sports. What's up, boys?
I mean, it's not much, but it's not really bright and sunny anymore. Sun's setting, but today it was beautiful.
Well, yeah, it's nighttime now, which is fair, which is a fair assessment.
Well,
But,
It happens.
well, when I go take my dog out to the bathroom later, it's not gonna be cold. So it's still gonna be warm.
Still
Love
going to
that.
be like 70 degrees out, and I love that for us. I really do. Even though it's going to be back down to 60 this weekend, just in time for Alex's bachelor party here. Fucking 8 kilos of blow and 36 strippers. That's all we need. It's a recipe for cinnamon rolls.
I can't wait to throw up.
you keep joking about that, but there's like a fair to middle of the road chance that I throw up.
Oh, me too. I don't like to, but if it happens, it happens.
It's been a while for me since I've drank from sun up to sundown. Is my thing.
Oh,
So.
me too. I can't wait to like open up with like beer mimosas. Start ripping shots.
Ooh, I wish I liked Bloody Marys, because I would do that. But
Do you
I
like
don't.
micheladas?
No. Nah.
Do you like beer mimosas?
Yeah, I'll drink a beer mimosa, but honestly, I'll probably fucking just grab some champagne and do a real mimosa at that juncture.
I mean, that's true.
I'll probably just have a Michelob
Yeah, I'll probably, you know what? Scratch
any
all that.
time of the day.
Yo, Grower, how are you not gonna drink some PBR hard coffee?
Yep, that's the morning drink on the course.
That's a good point too. And to answer your question, Alex, why he doesn't, because they're expensive. It's like $16 for 4 of them.
No, it's like $9.99, but still.
Whatever, dude. That's way entirely for
Yeah,
a
because you
PBR
could spend
anything.
that. You could spend that same amount for 30 PBR normal beers.
Yeah, and it tastes just
Not as
delicious.
good though. People would argue, but they're not as good.
That's
No
fair, I
one would
suppose.
argue that.
No one would. No one would. Yeah, can't wait though. It's gonna be a hell of a time, hell of a weekend. A lot of brewskers. Nice hat, by the way, Alex. Very cool hat. First
Thank
time
you.
I've seen it ever.
Thank you. Yeah. And I'm glad it fits my head.
Yeah, well, you know, when you get it from the children's section, there's a good chance that you might not get a fit to it. So
Yeah, you know, it's a long time coming. I've been wanting this hat for a long time, and you know what? It's if you really put your mind to it, anything is possible.
yeah,
It's a nice hat, dude.
Yeah, amen to that, dude. So what did you give him in return here, Michael? What did you get?
I got some Flyknit Air Force Ones and some Adidas Simba.
So you mean to tell me you gave him $150 to $250 worth of shoes for a $30 hat?
No. That hat's priceless, bro.
Yeah. Also, dude, those shoes I gave him, I got them for such a steal.
And they're used, dude.
Yeah, but the way he keeps his shoes, is anything really ever used?
That's true. True.
Facts.
Honestly, I wasn't even wearing those shoes either, which I was like, it's a 2-for-1. I'll at least get a hat that I'm gonna wear, and I'll get rid of some shoes.
That's what it came down to. Was I hate whenever I hear him say, "I'm gonna get rid of shoes," because I'm like, don't get rid of them. I don't really care what shoe it is. I'll take it. But then I feel bad just taking things. So it had to make it a fair trade. So you could say that hat's probably worth about $250.
Call it the fair trade deal of 2021.
Who won this trade?
Yeah, Ty, who won the trade?
You know,
You'd have to see the shoes.
I'd have to
probably.
see the shoes, but you know me, dude. I'm not much of a shoe guy to begin with, which does not
Okay.
bode well for you, Michael. So I don't know. Do you? And it is a nice hat in real talk terms.
It is a nice hat.
It's a nice lid.
I've been wearing it since I got the shoes. I mean, since I got the hat.
That's what I did with that blue knit pit cap. Literally didn't take it off for a month. Okay, Michael, talk so I can get the screen back on you. I can't see on the little box.
Oh, I'm here with the shoes.
Oh, okay. Are those K-Swiss, dude?
Adidas with Ultra Boost.
And what's the other one?
Flyknit Air Force Ones.
Dude, those were the ones I wore when I helped you move in.
It's hilarious that you remember that. They are pretty fly though. Not really my style, so I'm gonna say Alex won this one, especially considering he still has about I don't know, like 68 pairs of shoes behind him.
Probably not the time. I should probably say I also have a pair on the way, and I also sold another pair of shoes.
Listen, the kid is just wheeling and dealing the wheels.
My numbers aren't there, but I got some hats, and for what's worth, I have a hat arriving tomorrow.
Just a couple of hat guys. That's all you guys are.
Yeah.
When's the last time we all didn't wear a hat on camera? I'd love to know.
Last Friday, we had a work meeting. I didn't wear a hat.
I mean,
I wasn't there.
while we were podcasting,
All three of us at one time, I guarantee that there's one of us has worn a hat. At least.
Oh, yeah, at least one of us. But I'm saying usually it's all three of us.
Oh, yeah. It's been that way probably for a year.
Probably for the last, I don't know, 4 years that we've been doing this.
No, a year. Because I would come home from work on Tuesdays and
That's true.
not have a hat on.
That's a good point. Shit.
It's probably been about 365 days.
That's one time around the sun. Beautiful. And that's just math for you. So
Is that how that works?
yeah, I'm not a doctor, but I think that's how it works. I
There you
didn't
go,
get a master's degree, but that might be how it works.
What'd you get, dude?
You get much of anything, dude.
Same.
Just a pretty good time all around, you know, and a lot of debt mostly.
Same.
Yeah, it's pretty great. But anyways, let's talk about something that's great for the fans, not great for the players. Some football talk here this offseason. NFL expanding the season to 17 games. Confirmed. 17 games. 17th game for the Steelers is going to be, where are they playing? Seahawks? Was it?
Correct.
Okay. That is correct. So that means 18 weeks of fantasy, which is neat. But from a player perspective, it seems that the consensus is they don't want the 17 game season, which is fair, I guess, from, you know, the point of wear and tear on the body. But 17 games a season is better than 16. And, you know, I'm a football guy, so I love those numbers.
And I guess also to that, I know some players are upset, but when I was listening to the Arthur Moats podcast, he was talking about that they did the numbers on how many players vote, and I think it was not even half or less than half even voted, right? So like you have such a small percentile that even voted to maybe not even get that, but it's also like, yo, like how do you not keep in touch with your CBA or player association, whatever, and like, yo, like obviously that shit matters. Like go vote against it or like do something about it, right? You can't, and that's where like I go, you can't be mad if you didn't even vote, right? Or if you didn't even care to do something about it.
Very millennial of you, dude. Go vote. Go vote.
Well, I guess all right. Election.
Very not millennial. Very opposite.
You think?
Yeah, because I didn't vote,
Well, neither
and
did I,
there's
but-
it's all the parents, people my parents' age, that say you need to go vote. Like it's your right to vote. It's like, yeah, it's my right, but I don't have to do it.
Yeah, it's also my right not to.
Whereas more millennials, I think, that I talk with, it's like, I don't really give a shit.
Yeah. I don't really give a fuck because guess what? It's all fucked anyway.
I guess I don't know if this is even like a good example, but say your work decided going, hey, we're going to move to a 6-day work week. What do you guys think? And you have the option to vote against it, vote for it, and then you decide to not even vote, and then it switches to 6 days, and you go, what the fuck?
Because nothing's that simple and straightforward. Because like with that work week, or I think I've seen like you get a 4-day work week. It's like, yeah, obviously, yeah, let's vote for that, but probably gonna get fucked somehow. Like something will come back and bite me.
You gotta work 10 hours a day instead.
Or you're gonna get taxed like an extra 10% or 20. Like something will happen.
I know in my old job when we did that, when they went from 5 to 4 days, it was the trade-off was that you were gonna get a rotating schedule, right? So you were working 2 out of every 3 Saturdays instead, right? Where it's like, all right, cool, I have Monday, Tuesday off, but now I have to work Wednesday through Saturday, 10 hours.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, fuck that.
Prefer not to.
Yeah. Sounds terrible. It is terrible.
I mean, in theory, the 10-hour workday is great, but dude,
depending on your schedule, like my mom had it Monday through Thursday.
Oh, right. Yeah. That's what
money,
I mean.
Friday.
Yeah, if you're
off.
Monday through Thursday that's the money spot, right? But even then it's like, dude, there's some days where 8 hours go by and I'm like, I just want to die. Like this has been the longest day ever. Imagine doing that plus 2 hours every day you work.
I mean, yeah, no, that would be fucking brutal. But in the last year, really, like the day flies by.
Oh yeah.
Every single day flies by. Like
working
it's insane.
From home's great.
I agree.
It's like, oh, the clock. I start working and then I look up and it's like, oh, it's 11:30. Sick. And then next thing you know, it says 2:30, and I'm like, okay, this is sick. I'll take my lunch now for an hour, and then work's pretty much over.
Yeah,
but
I love the late
but I
lunch.
got nowhere to go, so I just kind of keep working for a little bit.
That's why I haven't taken a lunch since we started working from home, because I'm doing shit while I'm working anyway. It's like, but I'll just work while I'm doing other shit too. So it's fine. There you go. Anyway, 17 games in a season. Yeah, I mean, great for viewership and great for the owners' pockets. That's for damn sure. But I don't know. Like I said, the argument is the wear and tear on the body, but it's like, it's only one more game. And guess what? If you make the playoffs, usually it's like, yeah, you're playing that 17th game anyway.
But then if you get the wild card after that, it's like, oh geez.
Yeah.
Well, with the 17th game, isn't there one extra playoff team now, right? That's added into it. So now instead of there being 7, where it's like the 6 plus a wild card, now it's the 6 plus 2 wild cards. I thought.
I have no idea.
You tell me, dude.
I didn't even know this stuff happened, really.
Yeah, so I guess that's also the other trade-off.
Yeah, which will be interesting.
Considering that the Steelers have, per NFL Network, the hardest or toughest strength of schedule.
Oh, great.
It's literally the NFL tweeted on April 4th that the Steelers have the hardest upcoming strength of schedule.
Well,
basing on the last season's team's winning percentages.
Okay.
So obviously things have switched up and whatnot, but it says the combined 2020 record of the Steelers opponents for 2021 was 155 and 115, and there's 10 games on their schedule against teams that made the playoffs.
Yeesh.
So,
yikes. Not a good look.
10 of your 7 now games are against playoff potential teams.
Isn't it funny how we go from like potentially the easiest schedule they've had to now the hardest schedule they're having, and also in a year where we lost probably like close to 20 free agents.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like you think you hit rock bottom. And they just keep going.
Just keep going. Hey, that's okay though, Tapley. We signed 2 new free agents this past week. Jarvis Miller, a linebacker. Got ourselves a linebacker, as well as Matthew Sexton. Love the last name. Anything with Sexton, that's cool by me. From Eastern Michigan, both graduated in the Sexton kid graduated in 2019.
Yeah.
Went undrafted, didn't play this past year. And now he worked out at Eastern Michigan's pro day the other day. Kind of the same story with this Jarvis Miller linebacker, guys. He didn't get signed and didn't play this past year, I don't think.
Nope.
So now he's.
Well, did he, or was he on the practice squad or something?
Well, I have an article at the ready, and I didn't see anything about it. He played at Penn State for 33 games, and then played as a graduate student at Massachusetts.
Oh, you know what? I'm thinking of the wide receiver we signed from Georgia's.
What's his fucking nuts? Simmons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's who I'm thinking. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I do recall that. Yeah, he was on a P squad somewhere.
Yeah. Which, hey, you know what? Last year, you know what? And that's why we have to remember last year is also a little weird too, where a lot of guys, maybe teams couldn't bring in as many players as they wanted to because of COVID, right? How they usually will work out guys, maybe they land in practice squad, right? Like last year was a weird year for all that. So, I mean, it's kind of exciting.
Well, this Sexton kid, little white dude, right? And my only thought every time I see him is Julian Edelman 2.0.
Oh shit! I
Could be. I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of this kid's tape. I have no idea what he's capable of. But the little white dude, the underdog, could be, dude. That's all I'm saying.
And then, well, in the way we always say, right? The Steelers always find these receivers out of nowhere, right? Like, even though Ryan Switzer's last year with us wasn't the greatest, think about like that the year before, right? We called him the Swiss Army knife because the guy was doing a little bit of everything, and he was so clutch for us.
Which in turn, we put that knife in our fucking gut and should have utilized other people.
Okay. Fair enough. That's
Wow.
That's a take.
Hey, yo, is Grover frozen on your screen?
Yeah, he is.
Or is he
he's
just trying not to move?
Is it because he's on the internet browser while his video's on, so it froze him?
I don't know, dude.
Turn the camera off and on again, dude. That always does the trick.
Yeah, no, it says not responding.
Oh, well, we can hear you just fine.
Oh, that's great. Is my hand in my mouth?
No, you're looking at the computer.
Cool.
But the video's still on Alex, so it's all Gucci goo. We can hear you. We shall proceed and we will overcome.
Cool.
So you figured that one out over there. Anyways.
I totally forgot that the Steelers got Dwayne Haskins.
Yeah, no, I didn't, because we put the Sam Darnold thing to rest now that he just signed with the Panthers.
That's crazy, because there's this list of the Steelers 2022 free agents. Bless you.
Thank you.
But it's like we thought we just went through a rough time of free agents. There's a huge list of 22.
Fitzpatrick, TJ Watt.
I mean, Ben, Joe Hayden, DeCastro, Juju, Ebron, Minka, Terrell Edmonds, Trey Edmonds, TJ, Cam Canada, Cassius Marsh, BJ Finney, James Washington, Jordan Berry, Ray, I said Trey Edmonds.
Literally the entire team is a free agent in 2022.
Mason Rudolph.
Well, there's so many guys that either are finishing out their rookie contracts in that or are finishing out their 1-year contracts with the
Right. Right. Yeah. Yes.
And I think also, don't quote me, I think next year the Steelers have way more money than this year.
Well, that's good.
That is true, but I only read that prior to all the free agent signings and stuff. You know, like all that free money, like they just they spent some of it.
Yeah, no, and I think
I don't know how much, but
a lot.
Because I think part of it too was that they knew that they needed to free up money this year, and also I think contracts are expiring this year that would help him next year re-sign TJ and like Minka.
Fair.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Michael, do you want to? I'll stop the recording here if you want to leave and jump back in.
Sure, dude.
Sweet. Let's do that. We'll be back. Intermission. We're back. We grind it out. We are Gruden's grinders. Ain't no thing. Michael's video's back. Technical difficulties, but it's all Gucci goo.
I blame Comcast.
Yeah, they're kind of shit. They really are. Let's switch gears here a bit and fire up the spliff. And by that, I mean, let's switch it to the baseball. Pittsburgh Pirates, man. Listen, their first game had me hyped. I thought after their first game, I was like, this team might, I mean, they look like they're capable of doing something. That's what I thought. Not that they'd be making playoffs right away.
They're capable of winning 6 games.
After the first game, everything's kind of gone to shit past that point. They've played, 3 since? And
they're on a 3-game skid. About to be 4 tonight. Unless
Listen,
they can fucking do something crazy.
They're getting their fucking shit pushed in right now by the Reds.
Oh, yeah. Them and the Penguins right now are getting spied.
12-0 right now. Pirates are losing to the Reds. By the way, Reds are pretty good this year, it seems.
They've been creeping.
That Castellanos dude or whatever from the Cubs last year.
Nick Castellanos, yeah.
He got suspended, first of all, for flexing on a dude at home plate after he slid in safe, which baffles the fuck out of me. Like, how do you suspend a dude for literally doing nothing besides going like that?
Yeah,
you know, just one of these, dude. Just grrr.
Like there was no taunting.
No taunting. He said grrr.
He flexed on him.
He did the Mario Balotelli.
Yeah, well, then yesterday he fucking goes yard and he is going hype, just nuts. And I love it. So he might be one of my new favorite players in the league this year. We'll see. See what happens with it.
Yo,
He's pretty sick for the Cubs.
I will say also, side note, while we're speaking about baseball, May 29th is Tim Anderson bat flip bobblehead night.
Fucking right, bud.
Yo,
As it should be, you know?
I'll see if my uncle has tickets to that, and I'll ask him to get me a bobblehead.
Bro,
Hell yeah.
Fuck
You
that.
think he's going to get there early for a bobblehead?
I bet we're gonna go early on Thursday. Get something.
Yeah, 12 beers in your system.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like, I wonder how it's gonna be with COVID and stuff. Like, is it gonna be tender people going around? Is it like, do I have to go? It'll be interesting to see.
Dude, on
Yeah,
the 10th,
Go ahead.
well, sorry, I was saying on the 10th they're doing White Sox puffy vest night.
Ooh.
And I think it's like 7:30. I was looking at these like the other day. 7:30 is like Elvis night and fireworks. They're also doing a Hawaiian shirt night.
Lots of promos. I love it.
Yeah, maybe even like throw in a breathalyzer night.
I love that one. Let's see if I can't get up past a fucking 0.2, baby. Talk about puking this week, and I'll be fucking heading the trough at Wrigley, just fucking. Look to my left, see a dong. Look to my right, see a dong. It'll be like high school all over again, dude. It's perfect.
Unreal.
But yeah, dude. Anyway, Pirates stink how nice. Listen though, the first game when they won actually against the Cubs, I was talking mad shit to my coworkers because they're all Cubs fans. And before the game, I was like, I'm putting my paycheck on this game. Who wants to bet me? I said Pirates win, guaranteed. And they did. Nobody bet me, of course. But after that, I was like, sweep, dude. Just bust out the fucking brooms right now. It doesn't even matter. Their offense looked so fucking good. They were so hot. Brian Hayes, his first at bat of the year, Yabo City. I was like, yeah, it's over. Season's a wrap. Give us the fucking ring. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. He's the youngest Pirates hitter to go a yard on opening day since Barry Bonds in 1988.
Wow.
There you have it. Brian Hayes is the next Barry Bonds.
I mean, Brian Hayes is injured currently.
Yeah, which is not great. You go yard in your first at bat of the year, and 2 games later, you're almost breaking your hand.
Yeah, the X-rays on his wrist came back negative, but I think he's out. They've placed him on the 10-day IL. So
Yeah, so now
one thing good going for us. And
well, and that's the thing, dude, is like, can we have one nice thing, please? For the love of fucking God, one nice thing.
Seriously.
But guess not, dude. That's the way the cookie crumbles, and that's the way the Pirate season always goes, you know? You think you're onto something, and then you're not. It just gets ripped out from under you.
Yeah.
It's a damn shame, really, is what it is.
Well, yeah, 12-0.
I mean, yeah, dude, Polanco stinks. That dude can't hit a fucking baseball if his life depended on it right now.
Yeah, but it's like it's kind of always been that way.
I know. That's the
Now
problem.
it's 14-0.
He's always been that way. So why is he still in the lineup?
Because they'd rather pay him instead of Marte or McCutcheon, because those guys are worth too much money. So they get the best bang for their buck.
Yeah.
Because they're the battling buckos.
And listen, while I thought
that'll
the
be a
bats
good
were
logo
alive,
idea. Battling buckos in like black and yellow, but with a money theme, because they're battling the Bucks. They never spend their money.
write it down, dude. Copyright that. I'll cut this out. We'll copyright that. Nobody take that. Too easy.
Done.
Let's make some money. Listen, the problem is I thought their offense was hot. Turns out it's not. It was a fluke. And to put the cherry on top of it all, their defense is fucking trash. To quote Jordan DeFigio, it is ass trash. And
ass trash.
I could see it in their first game, even when they won. Very early on in the game, like first 2 innings, they had an opportunity for a double play. Easy peasy up the middle, fucking 6-4-3, call it a day. And they couldn't even turn it with Wilson Contreras running down the first base line. He's their fucking catcher. How much wheels can he have? Can't even turn a double play off the bat like that. Like,
and Adam Frazier had a ball. He was played the shift perfectly against, I forgot who, probably Rizzo. Ball hit right up the middle over second base, and Frazier just fucking muffed it.
Like, they have 5 errors already on the season and through 5 games.
Well, they led the NL in errors last season.
This is all making sense. This is all starting to click in the place.
You got to remember, bro, the Pirates are the Pirates. Like,
I know, and I wish they weren't.
You can't get excited to talk too highly of them like we can the Penguins and the Steelers.
I don't even need to talk highly of them.
And the Riverhounds, who are phenomenal, that we don't even talk about.
My problem is I would like to just sit down to watch the Pirates one time and see good baseball being played, like all around, through and through.
You can see good baseball. Like, they're doing everything right.
But I mean,
but you can watch them get murdered by a team that's way fucking better.
Cut back on the errors. Ever heard of situational hitting one time? I don't know.
Well, it's like they not even that. It's like, get the ball out of the infield.
That's
not on a fucking pop fly.
Yeah. So it's a lot.
It's so hard to play. Baseball's so hard to play.
It is really
especially
hard.
when you build a lineup with like 50 cents compared to the Dodgers that have 250 million.
And my argument's always been that, look, I don't need the Pirates to win the World Series because I know that's asking a lot.
That's literally 1 in a trillion odds.
Yeah, but how about win more than 60 games?
Yeah, or because that's a lot to ask, especially where they're at right now. All I want is just an honest effort, right? An honest effort to put out a good team, right? Not a decent team, a good team, right? That's all I want.
Not gonna happen here.
Exactly, exactly. Like, how crazy is it to say as a fan, I just want an honest effort. Just try a little bit.
Not gonna find it here.
The best 3 players are. I'm looking at the lineup. The best 3 players are Frazier, Hayes, and Newman.
And Frazier's how fucking old?
Frazier is
32.
Come on, why doesn't it tell me?
Old by baseball.
He's 29.
That's it?
Yeah.
Why do I feel like he's been around forever?
He hasn't been. He's been like a Neil Walker type guy. Like, and that's a thing. He debuted in 2016.
Are you thinking of Adam Frazier?
Adam Frazier is just like Neil Walker to me. Like, he's just your standard ass player. He's not going to make the top. He will make the top 10 every 6 months, but just a good ball player. Like, I'm glad they've kept him around because he, again, if he's the top 3, he's
right. He's the best we got. He's what we have. So
yeah, it was like Corey Dickerson like the last few years.
Yeah, and he was even out on a loan. It felt like, yep, you're here for a season or 2. You're not gonna be able to afford your contract after that. Smell you later.
Yeah.
Smell you later.
Brian Reynolds is similar to Newman and Frazier in the sense that the 3 of them are white and that they're all just pretty average players. Like, so for them to be your top players, yeah, it's a struggling team.
Yeah, and then you know, Brian Hayes is, like I said, the one thing we have to look forward to, really.
And he's out.
And he's out.
Sucks.
Like, now you want me to just shoot myself in the foot next? Is that what you want from me, Pirates? Because I will. Because that's pretty much what it feels like at this point. And that's all there is to it.
But it's okay though, because we never get our hopes up because we know they're not good.
Yeah, but
oh, nice. Now it's 14-1.
Sweet. Who went yard?
Phillip Evans.
Okay. Good replacement. Good find on replacing Brian Hayes. All is right in the world again.
Seriously.
Anyways, let's talk some brighter days that are ahead here, and that is the Pittsburgh Penguins hockey team. Little hockey action going on here. Season's almost over. It's coming.
Did you say brighter news?
I mean, not
currently.
Minus tonight's game. Everything up until today.
But it's cool because they're away.
Right. And we know how they play away. Away. So listen, man, the standings for the Penguins, it's real close. They're only 4 points out of first place. Capitals, Islanders, then Penguins, of course. But I mean, they've won 24 games, and so have the Islanders, and Washington's only won 25. I guess it doesn't matter when you're talking from a points perspective, but like they're right there at the top. Love to see that. But yeah, like you said, they're getting fucking dick down right now. What's the score?
5-2.
5-2.
But that's okay because the Rangers are in 6th, and those are we can lose some points to the Rangers, Devils, and Sabres.
Right.
Like, we don't want to lose points to the Islanders, Caps, Bruins.
That's a good way of,
ever the Flyers, but
it's a good way of thinking about it. But also, if we're losing and not getting points, but the Capitals and Islanders are winning and getting points, then it's still hurting us. So
it's gonna happen.
Right. You're right.
The Islanders are a good home team, not as good away. It's kind of like the Penguins. You know, I think that's what these teams really try to capitalize on during this different schedule is like, let's really buckle down. We got 3 games at home or 2 games at home. Like, we got to take advantage of that.
Yeah, we were talking this weekend, me and Michael, about the interdivision series that have been going on this year. And Michael said it on a podcast a couple weeks ago about how, you know, because they're playing in division every night, first of all, the wins and points matter way more. And secondly, dudes are starting to just hate each other. Like, if you're getting into scraps, fucking twice, 3 times a month with the same dude. And it's like dudes are starting to grow to hate each other, and you're seeing a little more fighting going on this year because of it.
I think that's fair.
Which is awesome from my standpoint. Like, yeah, let me see you truck some knucks.
Yeah, but as someone that wants your team like to win and not get hurt and avoid, it's tough.
Well, I don't want the Penguins to chuck knucks.
I do if it's.
I mean, if they have to, sure. But I'm talking like, let me see Ryan Reeves throw some hands a few times this year and see what happens, and let's talk about it. You know.
See, and it's like he kind of can because they're. Again, the Knights have been dominant. He's still a Knight, isn't he? I
believe so.
I think
could be wrong.
But just off Penguins topic, the Dallas Stars have 10 overtime losses.
Jesus Christ.
And
Yep.
they're in 6th place in the Central, and in 7th is the Blue Jackets. They have 8.
Overtime losses?
Yeah,
Out of how many overtimes have they played?
that I cannot confirm.
10
But-
overtime losses. That's a tough look, dude.
Just 10 overtime games.
Yeah, just having 10 overtime games.
Well, I can kind of believe it because the Penguins had at least 5 or 6 at the start. Remember them,
Like
and
the
them and the
first 6
Blackhawks
games?
both
Yeah.
had like it was. I think the Blackhawks had 10 and the Pens had 8. I think that was like a month ago. But yeah,
Yeah. But I guess also the difference is the Blackhawks, everybody wrote them off this year, and they're doing pretty fucking
Dude,
good.
this DeBrincat kid they have
Brinket. Yeah,
is the
he's
fucking
sick.
realness. Dude's dope. But that's neither here nor there because Sidney Crosby's doper, and he currently leads the Penguins in points with 43. But Gensel leading the team with goals, 16 goals. Love to see the young kid shine out. Crosby right behind him with 15, of course. Russ with 14. But I mean, numbers.
Your boy DeBrincat is tied for 4th in the league in goals with Ovechkin.
And didn't he miss like the first
Cannot confirm.
few games? I'm pretty sure he missed like the first couple weeks.
But this is perfect. Like you can see, not that I truly think the baton has been passed from Crosby to the young guys or from Ovechkin to the young guys, but the goal leaders, you got Austin Matthews and Connor McDavid at 1 and 2.
Oh, you're talking across the whole league, not just
Yeah.
Penguins. Okay, fair.
Like that's sick. Like, and that is, again, I'll use the word justified. Like people have spoke so highly of them and even said McDavid was the next Crosby and this and that. And yeah, McDavid's leading the league in points, 2nd in goals, and he's 1st in assists. Like, again, as a pure like sports or hockey fan, that's phenomenal.
Yeah, well,
And it's so fun to watch. Like,
Yeah,
that's
you see
why
the
I'll
highlights
just
of
put
those
on
dudes.
an Oilers Leafs game because it's like, yep, that's like a Caps Pens game.
Yeah, they are very good, very fast, which is like, I don't, it's hard for me to recall, but like over the years, like, I don't know that Sidney Crosby ever had wheels like these dudes have these days. It feels like
He's got different wheels.
different wheels, right?
Not like it sounds funny, but
Like quicker reactions, maybe comparatively, but
his
these
brain,
dudes are fast. As
like
fuck.
Crosby has the best brain on the ice. no
the
issue.
dude gives the best brain on the ice, and that's a fact.
Like, no, straight up. And just that makes him, a step quicker.
Yeah.
Maybe someone's better, at accelerating but like he's just ahead of the game.
Yeah.
And I'm not just saying that. Like, if you watch Sidney Crosby play hockey, like,
Well, anyone who actually watches hockey, like, I don't
dude,
really
fucking
watch
Brandon
hockey, but even I
Dubinsky.
know. Yeah, fuck that guy.
Tappy, did you see that?
No, I didn't say what happened.
Brandon Dubinsky of the was it the Rangers or the Blue Jackets? He's on the Blue Jackets. He tweeted that Ovechkin was like light years, or he's better than. I'll read you the tweet here. There's a comparison of Ovechkin and Crosby, and it's their career points, everything. He goes, Crosby's better than me. I never said he wasn't. He's obviously one of the best ever. It was Ovechkin versus Sid. None of you played in the NHL and know how hard it is to score goals. 724 is insane. Sid just whined way too much, and Ovi just shut up and played hard.
I did actually know.
Like, that sparked a big controversy on like NHL Twitter.
I did. Yeah, I did actually read about that the other day.
Like,
well, Michael, me and you were talking about, it's like, I don't remember Crosby ever being a whiner. Like, when does that ever happen?
see, I have seen him whine.
Okay,
Just
then
like
so
I've
LeBron,
seen
and people love LeBron.
Yes.
So fuck
No.
off.
Yes. No. Yes. That's exactly what I'm saying, and I'm a huge fan
Right.
of both players.
Right. Exactly.
LeBron whines, Crosby whines. It's like, because I truly believe that. I'm speaking for Crosby, not LeBron. I truly believe that Crosby knows the game better than the guys roughing it. Like, his vision is insane. His IQ is through the roof. Hockey IQ.
Yeah, who knows what his SAT was? That's neither here nor
He
there.
could be dumb as rocks because all he knows is eat, sleep, breathe hockey.
And that's
I mean,
all we need him
he
to
go
know.
to St. Mary's, pretty good school.
Yeah.
I've heard that.
Well, there you go. Certified
But-
genius, if I've ever heard of one.
But this is I mean, I know that every one person is the same, but this is a professional hockey player that says that, like, straight up blatantly, that's disrespect to Sid.
Well, yeah, it's disrespect to Sid, but
And it's not right. It's not factual. Like, Ovechkin played, was it 164 more games and has 6 more career points?
well, I think people get hung up on the goals aspect of it, which is you shouldn't. Because right, you want to look at the points. As far as an overall player goes, you look at your points.
Amongst a few other things, and goals is one of them, but it's not high at the list.
What do you mean?
Like, I'm with you 100%. Like, it's not just about goals.
Oh, right.
That's not what makes you the best player ever.
Oh, yeah, of course. I agree.
No, you're
Couldn't
right.
agree more.
Yes, I'm piggybacking off of your comment.
Well, give me a piggyback right now.
You'd probably crush my shoulders.
You ever put 220 on your shoulders, son? Fucking get it.
No,
Yeah.
no, I haven't. But I was like, so furthering my comment was that, like, how many gold medals does Ovechkin have? How many Stanley Cups does he have? There's so many more accolades that go with it that is like legitimate proof of your accomplishments. And it's like, one weighs out the other. You can't, like, that. I know that he's just a no name, not a no name. I know his name, but that pissed me off. It's like, Sid is sick. I feel like it's like Pittsburgh has gotten so much hate.
Well-
Whether it's Ben or Sid, and those two you can't even fucking compare. Ben is a
Yeah.
fucking trash man compared to fucking Sidney Crosby.
Yeah.
And I mean that.
Yeah, I know you do. That's hilarious. But I don't know. It's like, I feel like, especially ever since it's been Sid versus Ovechkin, like, obviously the two are the better,
Which
in
is
the league
great.
for a while. But ever since it's been that, it's been like, yeah, the Penguins get so much hate and disrespect because of it. For no
And-
reason, really. Like, I get the Ben thing. I can understand why people don't like Ben.
Yes. He's given people reasons
Right.
to not like him.
But Sidney Crosby, I've never heard anything about him in my life. Like, just, and you tell me this all the time. I know, like, he doesn't get in trouble. You never hear his name in the news or the tabloids. It's like he just stays under the radar and does his job.
It's a
It's-
whole LeBron thing. It's the same thing.
kind of
People always
like
talk about-
Yeah, it's kind of like
except
LeBron.
we know he is more present on social media, but he's the exact same way, and that's why I'll always stick up for him, because he's been phenomenal on and off the court since I really got into sports.
Yeah. And yeah. And
I
that
guess also when you're that good, you always have to kind of expect that there's going to be this negative narrative about you, right? There's going to be people that are going to want to bring you down because they just hate to see you that successful, right? Or just you make the game look way easier than it really is.
It's just like they're different. Like, I always want to put Yager up there while we're talking hockey, because he literally said, I'm going to play until I can't play anymore. Like, I don't have anything that's holding me back. I don't want to do anything else. Like, and that's the exact same vibe I get from Crosby, for sure. Like, I'm not hating Braun for being in movies and making investment and doing this and hearing about it. Like, that's great. But Crosby, like, people don't even know to this day if he's dating anybody, where he live, like he doesn't talk
private.
about it.
Very private.
I love it. Fuck
Yeah.
Brandon Dubinsky.
Dubinsky. Yeah.
Put him in the Sinbinsky.
That's hilarious. And we'll end it fucking there, dude.
Whatever, dude. I could talk crap about. I could talk about the Crosby hate so much. I hate it.
I know, that's why I'm just gonna cut you off here so we
Yeah,
don't
don't let
we
that
don't
shit
talk
live.
for another hour and a half about it.
Yeah, don't let that shit run free, bro.
Yeah. Exactly.
Fuck you guys. I'm done podcasting.
Forever. Episode 175. We're fucking out of here. YinzEntertainment.com. That's our website. Check it out. Links to the podcast are on there. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio. You guys love that shit, evidently. Everywhere you can find a podcast, you can find it there. The links to the social media on the website as well at YinzDaily, YINZ Daily on all social. Name change, I suppose, right?
We've mentioned it before. We talked about it a bunch, and yeah, Tappy, I think we just we're gonna go with YinzDaily.
From here on out, we are YinzDaily. No more YinzEntertainment.
Except for the website, but we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
We'll figure that out when the time comes. But yeah, at YinzDaily, that's where we at, bitch. YouTube too. Subscribe, check it out. Out this bitch. Next time, 176. Chill.